Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And as you can see behind me, I edited in some sand dunes in the background, and that's because today I'm going to be reviewing Dune Part 1 and Part 2. Because I recently rewatched Dune Part 1, and I recently watched Dune Part 2 in theaters. So thought might as well just review both of them. Well, since I'm out in the desert, I should probably put on a hat, so I'm gonna be back real quick. There we go, that's better. Protect me from the sun. Alright, so I'll just go in a no spoiler review here for part 2, but for part 1 I will be doing a little bit of a spoiler review because it's been out for years now. So yeah, Dune Part 1 is a very, very visually stunning film. It is very cool. I really like the effects. The effects are way better than most modern day visual effects in films. Marvel. But yeah, it just takes what you can do with visual effects and brings it up to the next level. It's visually stunning. The cinematography is amazing. Denis Villeneuve, who directed both films, did a great job with directing this film. And personally, I haven't read the books, so I wouldn't know anything about like the whole lore and stuff, but as someone who just saw the movies, it's very, very cool. I like the story, and most people's thoughts about part 1 is that it's too slow, but I didn't have a problem with it being slow and like slowly building up the characters and the story. But yeah, I like those kinds of films, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, I thought the score was great for part 1. Hans Zimmer, definitely top 5 scores, top 5 film composers of all time. He's really great. The acting, Timothée Chalamet, I thought he did a pretty good job. He wasn't really that scrawny, I don't think, like a normal teenager, but he was pretty good. Who else was in there? Oscar Isaac, he's really good in part 1. I really enjoyed him. Zendaya was not featured most of the time in part 1. Her entire runtime basically is a fragrance ad at this point. And that was kind of a letdown for part 1, but that it really like amps it up in part 2, which I really like. So yeah, part 1 is really good. Highly recommend watching that before you seeing part 2. And everything that was good about part 1 was just raised to the very top in part 2. Like the stakes are much higher. Just everything about part 1 is just it's better in part 2. I really enjoyed part 2. The acting was great. The cinematography was great. The score was also great. Hans Zimmer going back-to-back bangers, and Denis Villeneuve, he did an awesome job once again with part 2. And this one was more action-packed, which was a little different than the first part, which I didn't mind that. I mean, I like a good action-packed movie, but yeah, it was just very good. The narrative really kicked it up to the next level, and I just enjoyed everything about it. I liked the action scenes. I liked the love story between Paul and Chani, which was pretty cool. It didn't seem forced. Like it does in most films nowadays, like love stories in most films. I thought it was very real, and yeah, they just did a really good job with that. I mean, once again, I haven't read the books, so I wouldn't know anything about the lore of the love story in the books and stuff. So you're asking the wrong guy. But yeah, I just thought it was really good film, and highly recommend if you're looking for a film to go see this year. Definitely a must see. It's really good. I think they're setting up for a third film, which I'm pretty excited about. I really like this series. It's pretty cool, and I can't wait to see what they do in the future. It's an amazing film. Both films are amazing. Go see them, and yeah. So that's my review. Part 1 and part 2. They're both great. Go see them. And yeah. Also, a little side note. Thank you guys so much for the support on the Walmart Oscars. I haven't forgot about you guys. Thank you so much for that. And thank you so much for the support on the trailer for The Darkness Below Us Part 2. It's been a long time coming for that film. It'll be coming out this spring. We are very close to finishing principal photography, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to show it to you guys. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, thank you so much for the support, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.